Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 153, a technical analysis edition version of the show. Now you might be wondering, why am I only doing a technical analysis edition? Well, it's very simple. I just basically got home. I had a very long telephone call with my boss. I was actually with him until prior to the stream starting. And so I do have a real life job that I go to in the mornings, and then when I'm free at night, I do come in and do this amazing show with you guys. Sorry about not being here earlier, but I'm glad I'm here right now. Benny, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. Bitcoin price increased past the major resistance points. Wow, that's a great sign for reversal. Your ball leaps in ICX. Yeah, man. Remember, I think it was yesterday, you were telling me price action to the downside, and I was telling you that it might go up still. I wasn't expecting to go that high that quick. I was seeing that tension starting to happen on the Bollinger Bands, but I wasn't expecting to see it so quickly. We'll talk about that once we get into the actual analysis. Anyways, guys, if you're catching this stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Link is in the description. So, without further ado, let's get into the news. Not the news, the technicals, right? No news tonight. Because there was no time to look at the articles, no time to read the market. Earlier today, I did have time to go and look at some stuff on the market, but not a lot of stuff on the market. Awesome, we're here now on this amazing little side screen that you guys know and might hate or love, I'm not sure, but I do like it. Anyways, what's happening with market cap, man? A lot of money coming into the cryptosphere today, right? So starting at 6 p.m., we started to see a burst on the price of Bitcoin. We started to see a burst on some of these assets. Yesterday, we had a price action to the downside from an opening of 213.93 billion, closing at 211.77 billion, a $2.18 billion move to the downside, or 1.02%. Right now, we're actually rallied quite a bit, sitting at 219.33%. Is it good? Yeah, it's higher than what we've seen before, right? On the market cap, which is good, man. I'm happy that this is happening. Dominance for Bitcoin. Bitcoin yesterday gained very little dominance, 0.11%, from an opening of 69.44, closing at 44.44. At 69.50, sorry. A 0.11% move to the upside. Right now, moving up still 0.09%. From an opening of 69.50, closing at 69.56, or sitting at 69.56. That's a lot of market cap, right? Almost 70%. So, what is happening with the price of Bitcoin? It's sitting at 8,405.14. Is it good? Yeah, shorter term, we're going higher than we were, right? And that's good. But, look at this. Low, high, right? Let me switch this to yellow. It's showing up as orange because I did trace some stuff earlier today on the shorter time scales on some charts. And we're going from here to here, right? We're going lower. And on the RSI, 64.55, 65. We're going higher on the RSI. That's fine. But against the MACD histogram, we're going lower. Like positive momentum, less positive momentum, going higher. So we're less strong going higher, meaning we might see a kind of reversal. Just watch out for this. This is still developing though, right? We're starting to create this new positive momentum island. Watch out for this. It's good. Yes, I don't mind it, but just be careful with this. Finally broke that 8,240. I'm not sure which resistance you were talking about, Benny, but I was looking at that for that 8,240. We actually flew past it, I think, in one or two candles. We still have 8,983 to look forward to. That's something that's worrying a little bit more because, like I said, we do have this resistance, right? So again, even if we want to take this divergence that we were calling out here, right, we could still take it to here. Not this one. This one, the larger one. Right, we can take it to here. We can take this, right, all the way down to here, and we'll still be making divergence, right, because we're going lower, right, than our previous. So again, divergence is still playing out on Bitcoin now. Let's want to see what else we can. Sorry, here we had it. Sorry, not here. Here we'll be going lower. Where we're at, that's fine. The only one that we have is a shorter one I just called on 1 hour. Sitting bought on the RSI at 65.37. We haven't quite reset the oscillator. We really want to reset this oscillator to a little bit more neutral zone before we actually try to rally again, because if we rally from here, we're going to hit overbought real quick, and that is not good. Even though we can get really high on that overbought scale like we did back here, right? 88, 85, right? 88 again. This is May 2019. And even June, right? 83, 32. We can still get to those levels, but again, if we go from down here, we have much more room to go, meaning we can still get higher before we actually get exhausted, tired, and we start breaking down. So again, I'm happy that Bitcoin is going up. That's fine. Nothing's happening on the bottom part of the daily chart. So let's go into the short time scale. I missed this call. I guess 64.55. No, 65. Okay, we said we don't have it from here, right? From here, we would have it on the other side, going from here to here, right? Much higher. Again, this is gonna get a little bit cluttered, guys. Sorry about this, but I want to point this out. And I'm taking charts from different parts because they do have their own importance, right? Now, I'm getting really some of the stuff that is going to show up in the 1 hour, so make sure it stays here on the daily with us. Right, from here to here, right, we're going lower, right? So you're going higher on your price from January the 7th, creating divergence against your RSI. But from January the 10th, we're creating divergence against the MACD histogram. So again, both of them are bearish, both of them are strong, and they both mean price action to the downside. This still developing, this could still pump more and get rid of some of these divergences, but it needs to pump. So just keep on tracking into the daily, it takes longer to play out. Let's go to 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we're expanded on the Bollinger Bands, contracted a little bit the last 2 4-hour candles before we actually bursted to the upside, which is good. Now, what is happening? We had divergence, right? I'm trying to get this to show up a little bit better. There we go. So we're going from a low to a higher low, and we're going from medium part on the RSI 52.95, going to a lower part on the RSI 52.21, creating that strong, that hidden bullish divergence. Potential price action to the upside. We are getting it. This happened at 9 p.m. yesterday night when we got off the air. So, we did start a rally. Again, I noticed this in the morning today when I woke up. And that's fine. It was meaning that we're going to probably do a sort of U-turn. Now, I'm going to switch this back to yellow. So we're all in the same page that we already talked about this. And, orange stuff is stuff when I do when I'm off the air. Yellow stuff when we talk on live about it, right? So again, we're starting to get this rally, hitting bought on this scale, 69.45, almost overbought, but a very, very nice candle developing in this news last 4 hours, right? So let's go into the 1 hour because we don't have anything else besides that divergence. So on the 1 hour, what is happening with this on the 1 hour? We had divergence, right? Going low, higher low, lower on the RSI, creating hidden bullish divergence. This was around the morning. This was actually at midnight last night, so really early hours, right? It took a while for it to play out though, right? We kind of rallied, fell to the 20 MA, moved sideways, and we actually broke above it, right? Retested, and then really catapulted off. We had tightness on the Bollinger Bands. We were talking about this tightness a while back. We said we were even tighter than here. Yesterday we were saying, look, we're getting very tight, expect a violent move. We're not sure if it's going to be to the upside or the downside. We did get it to the upside, unfortunately. Right now we're starting downs, doing some downsloping consolidation. And usually what that means, it's usually bullish, right? Like bull pull. We're starting to make what looks like a bull flag. It's just 2 candlesticks. I'm not going to chart it yet. I'm going to wait for it to develop a little bit more. But again, looking bullish right now. Sitting overbought on the RSI at 73.36. Now, are we doing something else? No. Low, high, low, high, low, high, right? Everything is cool with Bitcoin. Now, let's move on to Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum on the daily? Yesterday, it lost dominance. It's 1.03% right now. It's still losing dominance, 0.60%. Sitting at 7.36% of market cap. The price of Ethereum is at $147.77. We're going higher also than our previous one, right? But again, look at this, man. We had divergence, right? Once, twice. Now we're still creating slant divergence, right? That's what this is called. Going to a lower, right? positive momentum, but going higher on the price. Again, this usually ends up breaking down. We don't quite have it on the RSI, I believe, 59.31, 59.74, so we're going slightly higher on the RSI. Other than that, we don't have anything else going on. Expanded on the Bollinger Bands above that 20 MA, heading towards the top part of the channel. So go to the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours, here I didn't trace anything when I was off the air because I didn't find anything to trace. Low, higher low, low, less negative momentum, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. We don't have anything besides the divergence that we called out yesterday. We broke to the downside, then we kind of rallied down here. We did one of these like U shapes and they started to pump a little bit more. But again, shorter term, what's happening? Right, look, going higher. We're going from a positive to a almost not so much positive. And on the other side, we're going higher. So on the other side, we don't have anything. But against the MACD histogram, we do have strong bearish divergence that could potentially break us down. This needs to keep on building up and developing. We're starting to get this new positive momentum. So just keep on tracking it as it keeps on developing. Now let's go to the 1 hour. What is happening on the... Oh man, the stuff from the 4 hours is coming here. Go back, you. Let me just get rid of this stuff real quick, man. The 1 hour. Now this came here, and I'm not sure from which time. It was probably from the daily, yeah, the daily. Awesome. So we were here last night. We were calling divergence right around this hour, right? This was 8 p.m. This was 9 p.m. We did managed to pump a little bit to the upside. It was hidden bullish that we were calling here. But look, we did try to rally, failed, went down midnight again, right? Same stuff that happened with Bitcoin. We created this strong bullish divergence then, right? So I'll switch this to yellow because we just talked about it, and I'll switch this also to yellow because we just talked about it, right? So again, we're creating strong bullish divergence against the MACD, right? Low, lower low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. So again, we're starting to rally, failed at the 20 MA, try to move down, but not low enough to create more negative momentum or a divergence, let's say. And then we started to pump again, try to go above that 20 MA, failed again once more, and then the next candle where she broke above it, tried to move down, didn't quite touch it, but then bounced because Bitcoin is bouncing. And unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum still trying to pump right now, right, looking green. And last we looked at Bitcoin on the 1 hour, it was red. So see, Bitcoin is red, and then Ethereum is actually still trying to pump a little bit more, which it's fine, really. I don't have anything against it, right? High, higher, high, positive momentum, more positive momentum. Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Really going with the market. Nothing to worry about right now, except that this consolidation that we're going to make is still yet to be defined. Could potentially look like we're going to do upsloping, and that's usually bearish, and you break down. But again, we have to wait for more candles to develop before we actually make a call. Now let's go to XRP. To Sharpie, man. What's happening with XRP? Yesterday losing dominance, 0.70%. Right now losing a little bit more dominance, 1.08%. Sitting at 4.28% market cap. The price of XRP is at 21 cents. 21.653 cents. It's pumping right now because the rest of the market is pumping, and that's fine. We did have some indecision going on with this resistance that we have here at, what was this? 21.236. That is fine. We did talk about move to the upside, potentially hitting this upper resistance as down sloping channel. And if we fail, then we can come down, bounce down here again. And if we fail, maybe the 20 MA, and then below that 19,758. Targets to the upside and downside, right? Now, what is happening here? And I haven't called it yet, because I wasn't sure how strong it was going to be playing out. But we are going slightly higher every time, right? Once, 2 times, 3 times. And we're still making less negative, less positive momentum every time. Not even making a green bar. So, we don't quite have it on the RSI. 56.84, 57. We're going higher every time on the RSI. So we're going with the market. From the MACD histogram, we are creating this divergence. It would be strong bearish. Potential price action to the downside. It's slant divergence. Still in the same island. Not from the previous island, where it will hold more weight. But still valid enough to come and rain on our parade. Now, XRP, unlike Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? Ethereum is going higher, right, than here, than January the 6th. Bitcoin is going higher than January the 6th, the 7th actually. And XRP, it's still below January the 7th and January the 6th. So really hasn't recovered as bad as good as the other coins have, which is something that's a shame because XRP is such a good project, right? They do have a lot of stuff going on. They do have a lot of actually too much stuff going on. But again, not the best when you look at an asset that has good fundamentals, but just the technicals are not helping. So let's look at the 4 hours. What is happening on the 4 hours, right? Low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, low on the RSI, high on the RSI. Nothing on the bullish part. Now let's look at the tops parts, right? So high, lower high, right? We're not even making positive momentum, so we don't have any kind of bearish divergence developing on the RSI, right? High on the RSI, low on the RSI, high on the price, low on the price, high on the MACD, low on the MACD, right? Congruent with the market, nothing there to look at right now. Above that 20 MA, finally, we kind of were rejecting it once, 2 times, 3 times, hitting it, and then we actually bounced above it. So let's go into the 1 hour and see if we can get more clues there. Now, stuff from the daily coming here to really do wreak havoc on the chart. Now, what's happening yesterday night? Same thing, right? 9 p.m. We're calling divergence. Look at where we're at. We're actually up here when we're doing this stream. We went slightly lower still. We went slightly in here still. And created that divergence that we were looking for, right? Let's see. What did we create here? Yes, we are slightly lower. Less negative momentum, that's fine. But then, by 12 p.m., right, this would have kept on tracking. We did try to get this bounce, but failed. This would have kept on tracking. And, well, I'll just put this here on yellow and put this here on yellow, right? And we went lower still, right? Gonna get rid of this because it kept on tracking, right? It kept on moving down. That's why I said keep on tracking it. And this managed to still create divergence. This here is 35. This here is 44. Right? So negative momentum, low, lower low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. And then we managed to pump a little bit, even though XRP from here, right? This opening of this green candle, it's 21.023. This candle over here, the closing, 21.021. It's just a couple cents. You can still make it a sideways move, right? There we go. And we are going lower, right? Creating divergence still, but we would be making class B type 2 medium bullish divergence, right? And after that divergence, we try to rally again. Finally broke above that 20 MA, rejected it once more actually, then broke above it, then used it as support. Key stuff that we said was going to happen, right? If we move down, we're probably going to use support, and then we actually hit that bounce. Now, this is 0. For some reason, it's showing up as a bar, but it's actually 0. If I go on this chart here, we'll see that it's actually negative 12. Again, some charts are sometimes screwed here and then don't look the best. Now, stuff I don't like here with XRP. High, right? On the much larger time frame on the 1 hour, we're going from a high to a lower high. We're going from a low on the momentum to a more positive momentum. So we're lower in the price, more positive momentum, hidden bearish divergence, potential price continuation, and the same stuff is happening on the MACD histogram. Here we were at 70.21. Here we were at 70.66. So very, very slightly higher still, right? So again, we're converging, and we might make a move to the downside. Still yet to be determined. This positive momentum still building. Can still manage to go higher, get above this high, and then look at better prices. Again, surprise pump at 6 p.m. But from divergence that we were creating, and surprised because I wasn't really expecting it to play out that quickly. Now we did get tightness of the Bollinger Bands and bounced out that 20 MA, which was beautiful. And we had this divergence that we actually round off, right? Anyways, this is it for XRP. Now we're gonna move on to Litecoin. What is happening with the coin of light? Litecoin yesterday going down 2.55% on market cap. Today pumping 4.45% of market cap, sitting at 1.56% of market cap. It's too little of a market for a large coin or crypto, but still one of the main ones, right? So Litecoin sitting at $53.96. Yesterday price action to downside 3.58%. Right now pumping 8.73%. Very nice rally on Litecoin. XRP only has 2%, Ethereum has 3%, and Bitcoin has 4%. So really, Litecoin recovering like a champ, man. A lot of people probably are putting a lot of faith here Impulse up, down, slope consolidation, impulse up, up, slope consolidation. We should have broken down like this. We managed to rally because Bitcoin is pumping right now, and this is helping this pump. We haven't really come close to that 20 minute. We're really, really way above prices of January the 7th and the 6th, right? This recovered like 2 days later above those prices, and it has been playing out very, very nice for Litecoin. Now, stuff that I'm looking at, right? We're going much higher than here, and we seem to be getting a little bit exhausted. We're still making more positive momentum, don't get me wrong, but it seems like we're getting a little bit more exhausted. Now, we're making 1.14 on the other side, on the MACD. Now we're at 1.20, going higher, like I said, more positive momentum. Nothing here. That's off. Now on the RSI, 69.44 and 70.21, sitting overbought slightly. So going higher also. We're congruent with the market. Nothing wrong with this, but I'm worried that we're going to get exhausted and we're going to start to break down. Because we went much higher, and we're almost making that same positive momentum, and we're also making that almost that same level of relative strength. Now let's go to the 4-hour chart. What is happening with the 4-hour chart? I do have stuff here that's popping out from another time frame. This is probably from the 1 hour. Yes, it is from the 1 hour. I'll just send it back there. We had divergence, call it to the downside. That was nice. This is from the 1 hour as well. There we go. Awesome. Do we have something on the bottom part? I doubt it. 32 negative, 26 negative. So low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, low on the other side, higher on the other side. So all fine. Stuff that's happening right now, right? And you will see this real quick. And if you follow the show, you're probably already used to seeing this or trying to spot it, right? We're going much higher. Just let me make sure this is going to stay here. Correct it now so I don't have to correct it on this next stuff we draw on this time frame. Look at this. We're going much higher, and look at where we're at. Making negative momentum, man, right? Strong bearish divergence we're developing, right? We're not even making positive momentum. We're going higher. Now, on the other side, we don't have it. This would be 64.16. This would be 68.51. So we're going higher. We're congruent on the other side. We're not congruent with the MACD histogram. So again, watch out for a potential move to the downside. Sitting bought at 68.39. So let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we did develop divergence again by 7 a.m., right? Unlike the rest of the market, but it was by midnight. Here we develop it from midnight till 7 a.m. And I'll just shift this real quick. It is in the 1 hour, but I'll make it yellow so we know we talked about it today. Again, orange stuff, things I do off stream. Yellow stuff, when we talk about it on stream or when I trade you on stream. So we did develop this divergence, managed to rally from there very nicely, touching the 20 MA once, rejecting it, rallying again, breaking above it, breaking below it very shortly, and then really, really pumping. We're not running from the 20 MA like the rest of the market did. But look at Litecoin. Green, 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 green. Bitcoin is green, green, red, red. That's the pattern that Bitcoin is making. And looking like sorry, it's turning green now, Bitcoin. That's good. It was red when we were looking at it at the beginning of the stream. And Ethereum was really pumping a lot more. So Ethereum is probably, wow, Ethereum is really, really running, man. 149. That is very, very good, man. 4% now. XRP, let's see if it's running more. No, XRP is not running yet. But Litecoin, man, is it really running from it? Yeah, for it, sorry. Yes, it is. We didn't hit that 20 main bounce like the rest of the market, but again, it's still pumping because the market is pumping. Now hitting overbought at 76.70 and much higher on the RSI, that's fine. We're all congruent with the market. Again, this divergence, right? We would have gone from here. We could have also traced it to here, and this we could have also traced it here, and we would have still been making that hidden bullish rally failed, creating that stronger divergence, and then really pumping from there, right? So now that we talked about Litecoin, let's go to Binance. What is happening with Binance on the daily? Yesterday, I think it lost dominance. Yeah, very little, 0.17%. Right now, moving down 1.83%, sitting at 1.09% of market cap. Now, the price of Binance, it's sitting at $15.53. It just moved down. Now, yesterday we lost a little bit of money, right? 1.19%. Right now we're gaining money, right? Or price going up, 2.51%. What is happening here? I do have stuff from other chart frames showing up here. And again, sorry about these guys. Stuff keeps on coming back, even though every stream I'm pretty sure I do fix this stuff. And it just keeps on the daily. Really? This is not from the daily. I'll get rid of this. Makes no sense where it's at. There we go. Anyways, we're creating divergence, right? We're still going higher, and just like the rest of the market, right? High, higher, high, right? Make sure that it stays on the daily. And we're going lower here, right? So low, lower, low. On the other side, we're still going higher. So we just have strong bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. On the other side, we're sitting at bot at 60.69, I believe. Yeah, 60.69. So let's go to the 4 hours. I did call something out here. It wasn't spinning top. It wasn't a 1 hour. We'll see when we get there. The text is still showing up here, and that's fine. I really don't mind it. Low, right? Higher low, more negative momentum, right? But again, if we were to trace something, we would take it from the major low. That would be this one. So low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. That's fine, congruent with the market. Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI, congruent with the market again. Stuff that we can see quickly, and just like the rest of the market. Go from a positive to a negative, right? Let me make sure this stays here on the 4 hours with us and doesn't go on the daily, and that's great. And we're going from a positive to a higher, right? So we're creating that strong bearish divergence right now. We don't quite have it on the RSI, 62.70, and right now sitting at 65.34, bought on the RSI. So on that 1 hour, what's happening? Spinning top. Look, we called it. We kind of got it, man. We didn't say spinning top. Right, pointing at this candle, said spinning top. We said yesterday we might do a spinning top by the time the stream ends, and we did manage to hit that spinning top, and that's fine. I was really sure we are gonna make it, so I just called it out. It doesn't really affect it; it just means indecision. And next candle opened green, and then you can see that we actually dropped. Now, did we develop divergence? No, high, low, high, low, high, low. That's fine. We're creating bearish divergence. Bullish divergence, hidden. Right on the MACD and on the RSI, that's fine. We did go lower, more negative momentum, lower. Now, let me see if this will track. Yes, from here, we could have still moved to here. Still slightly higher. This would definitely be lower, and then this would definitely be lower, right? Anyways, we did try to rally again, just like the rest of the market, but failing and moving higher. Higher than our previous high. Positive momentum, less positive momentum. Higher on the RSI. Here back here we're lower on the RSI, so low to high, right? Everything is moving congruent with the market, sitting bought at 69.22 on the RSI. That's it for this, guys. Benny, you said you were into ICX, so I'll look at ICX real quick. Icon. So what is happening with ICX? Man, that chart's moving weird. Just look at stuff on the daily, man. Rallying very nicely above, right? Even better than XRP, right? It's above the prices on the 6th and the 7th. So I said we moved down, spinning top right below at 20 MA, undid it the next day. Again, very, very nice formation, looking like a reversal sort of happening. And we managed to pump higher. Now we're positive momentum, higher on that RSI, which is good. That means we're congruent with the market. Nothing really to trace here on the shorter time scales. I don't want to go look farther back. It's not worth it because right now we're playing off the shorter time stuff, right? Now high, right, low, high, right, a more positive momentum, low on the RSI, high on the RSI, sitting bought at 69.77. That is great, really. That's awesome. We just got the ads right now, or did we get ads earlier and I just missed them? And I think I'm getting used to the ads and I'm just really not skipping them. Anyways, what is happening here, man? Let's see on the shorter time scale. High, higher high, right? So if I wouldn't suggest skipping this island, it's very sizable. But if you want to take it from a major, right, this will be your last major high. You're going higher, and on here you're going lower, right? So high, higher high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, but you're skipping this island. You're also going lower on your RSI, and you will be creating a divergence, right? A bearish type of divergence. That would be strong bearish divergence. Sitting bought at 69.57 on the 4 hours. So with strong bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside is still on developing and can get negated. So watch out for that. On the 1 hour, what's happening with ICX? This would be 43746. Really? 43746. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought I read it wrong. Again, so high, higher high, positive momentum, more positive momentum, low on the RSI, high on the RSI, sitting overbought on the RSI at 75.73, and we're not really doing anything here. So again, we can still go on running, and that is great, man. Now we just closed the 10 hour, or for me, the 10 hour. So we just closed an hour candle want to go back and look at Bitcoin real quick. We managed to close positive, still moving up strong, man. That's good. I do want to look on the daily at the 200 simple moving average and see where we're at against that. That's my key to what did I do there? 200 to determine whether or not we're good. And now we are starting to get close, man. This is now moving much lower, as you can tell. Sitting at 9,094. We're sitting at 8,500. We're just 500 away from getting in there, man. I might start opening a position on Bitcoin. Really considering it and really changing my outlook on the market. And yeah, dude, that's good, man. That's good news, man. We're 500 away from the 200 simple moving average. That's great. Remember, we have kind of kissed it before and rejected, right? When we're below it back here, you'll see it happening, right? Right, going once, touched it and rejected, touched it and rejected, touched it and rejected, touched it and rejected, and since then, until over here that we touched it and broke it. So just because we're going to it does not mean we're going to break it. But again, it does change my outlook on the market to a more bullish outlook. And like I told you guys, really, I'm confident letting go of this pump. I'm good with it. That's not my, let's say I'm not confident in the market down here, right? I'm starting to get more confident in the market, and that's my outlook. Again, your mileage might vary. You might want to do things differently, and that's all fine, man. I'm really, really hoping that this, I'll change this to the, if this closes where it's at today or slightly higher, even at 8,900, I will open a position on Bitcoin likely and on the rest of the coins, because I do believe the market will start to pump again if we get above that 200 simple moving average. And if we reject, I still have time to put a tight stop loss and manage to save some skin still. So that's going to be my strategy. Not recommending that you trade that way. Again, your mileage might vary. I might put an opening maybe around 8,900, 8,800. You know, that'll probably be a good in. We're still kind of close enough. We still have this resistance. I'm willing to play at that level because the upside would be much better than the downside, right? And the downside, I would probably put a stop loss very, very tight. Maybe a couple less than 10% below. I'm willing to get stopped out because again, I'm not too confident with the market where it's at. We could do one of those things where we touch that 200 and then move down. Again, my outlook on the market still hasn't changed. I'm just getting a little bit more confident that it started to look a little bit more bullish. I didn't find the reversal sign down here at the bottom. We could say this was this double bottom or this triple or this slight potential head and shoulders that we called out on another chart. I think it was this one, right? The head and shoulders. That would have been a reversal pattern, a good indicator of price action to the upside. And that's fine. Right now, we are slightly above that 50%, right? And that's good, man. Stuff I'm looking for, right? Indicators that the price is still going higher now. This will be at 8,473. We're sitting at 8,509. Very, very close to it. We might still go below it. And this is good stuff, man. It's not bad, but we're also seeing some resistance from this bottom line, right? This downsloping line. Top of the downsloping line, that's where we're sitting at. So again, we're facing some resistances. I'm cool with this. I'm still gonna wait for this to play out. I might put an alarm at 8,800, 8,750, and then track it from there. It's really 200 move to the upside. Could very easily hit it if the market is still bullish. Again, Europe gonna come online in a couple hours, so yeah, it might be good to set up an alarm because if it hits, I might come in and do place a position. It depends on how tired I am. If I really want to wake up for this, again, I really want to get this above the 200 simple moving average before I actually open something. But I'm willing to open something below and still take some risk. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. This is Instead of Crypto, guys. I'm your host, Martin. It's a pleasure having you guys here tonight, each and every night. Benny, thank you for being here earlier today. I'm not sure if you're still with us, brother, but again, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for your support. If you want to support this channel, guys, when you watch this after, I'm not going to ask for donations. I'm just going to ask for you to retweet and help bring awareness to the channel, or just tell other people about this channel that we exist. That's all I really want. I really don't care too much for the tips. They're great. They're welcome. They really help. But more awareness is definitely what we need, right? We want more people in here. then things will look much better. I'm happy that we picked up a couple subscribers the last couple days. Sorry if I got like I know you guys like probably don't like it when I talk about that, but we picked up like 5 subscribers in the last like 3 days, man. It's amazing because in the last 28 days I just had 1 subscriber, man, and right now we seem to be picking up steam. So again, maybe people are interest is starting to spark on the crypto market, and that's great, guys. Again, thank you for watching, guys. If you like what we do, you know what to do. You hit that like, that sub, that bell so you're notified when we go live. You talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. This is State of Crypto, one of the best intro and medium and full-time channels for crypto. We do usually cover news. Today it was a little bit slow. I did get home very late from the office, and still I got home on a phone call. And as soon as I finished, I jumped online. But just to the technicals, I didn't have time to go through the news today. But again, thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. And that's going to be all for tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Fatty, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. I was about to sign off. Yeah, how's it going, brother? Bitcoin pumping, moving up. So good stuff, right? Yo. Oh, I think Fatty might have. No, I'm not sure if you're still here with us, Fatty. Apparently, yeah. Oh, cool. No, if you have a question, I'll take it, man. I was just about to sign off, but if you want to say something, yeah, I'm cool with that, man. Or if you want me to look at something, I will check it out. Right? You cut me just as I was signing off, but I'm still here, so you can take advantage, you know. Why the increase in price? Well, we do have stuff happening in the short terms, right? Divergence. Let me switch this to the 20 simple moving average because I have it in the 200 and it's skewing up on chart. But there we go. On the 1 hour, we had divergence, right? Hidden bullish, and kind of running from that, right? You can see that from there, we've just been moving up, right? Rejected 20 MA once, try to rally again, get above it, come down, touch it, and really pump from there. So again, very nice. XRP not pumping as hard. Look at this, above the prices of on the daily. I'll show that on the daily. This above the prices of the 8th, the 7th, and the 6th. XRP still below those prices, right? The 8th, the 7th, and the 6th. 7 and 6 are back here. 7 and 6. Still below it, but still trying to pump, right? Not as strong, but it also had divergence, right? Once to here, right? And we called it last night, right? Strong bullish divergence. And then one to here, from here to here, right? Strong bullish divergence. It's trying to pump right now still. So again, we're still trying to go higher. And right now we haven't quite made it, right? We're still lower than here. And we're making less or higher on our MACD and higher on our RSI. Creating hidden bearish. Still can get negated though if we manage to move this price above, what was this closing? 21,879, right? So yeah, we'll see from there, man. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm hoping this doesn't play out to a downside. This can still get negated, so just keep that in mind. It's still developing. For me, Bitcoin, like I told you guys, the 200 simple moving average is a key point indicator on my charting, on what I look at, right? So if I take this chart, right, doesn't matter how small it looks on your screen, I just want you to look at this flow. And I put the 200, right? You'll see that every time we've been above that 200, we're on the bull market. So April the 2nd, when we had that nice pump, we got above that 200 simple, and we really rallied from there, right? Before that, the large bull market that we were in, right back here, look, we were above that 200 since December 2016, and we really rallied until we broke below it on February 2018. We managed to get above it again shortly, and then really broke down again, and we kissed that 200 once, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5 times, until we actually broke above it again over here, right? So for me, a key point is getting above that 200 simple moving average. It is, we're close to it. This is at 9, it just shifted, I guess. So let me select the Bollinger Band. It's sitting at 9,098. That's where it's sitting at. So we're like 500 away from it, right? We can really get close to it. Again, if this gets to like 800, ish, so over 750, I will probably look at it. But if it gets to like 8,800, I might open a position. That's what I'm trying to aim for. So I'm gonna set up an alarm when I get off the air. I'm gonna set it on my phone because I do have another tracker there. And I might do an entry point at 8,800 with a very tight stop loss. Because if this goes high and touches the 200 simple moving average and it seems like it's gonna reverse, I'll probably be tracking it. But if it does a reversal, I might take profit at 8,983 and gain that almost $200. And if we do move down, then I do have a stop loss very tight, and I don't take that hit, right? I kind of cover. So again, that's probably going to be my strategy for entry. And really, it's going to depend whether or not I wake up when the alarm sounds, man. I'm really tired. It's been my daughter hasn't been letting us sleep very well last night, and this night 2 days ago either. So I'm really beat. Today was a very long day at the office. I started late the stream because I was actually in a phone call with my boss still by the time I got home. So by the time this actually hits, we'll see what the market's looking like. I'll see what my appetite is in the early hours of the morning, and I'll take it from there, right? If I'm feeling like bullish and that like this is gonna go somewhere, I'll probably open that position. And if I'm looking at that there's doubt or we're starting to get very exhausted or things like that are happening, I might not open it, right? That's what I'm gonna play it as. Now, stuff that I'm looking at. Let me get rid of the 200 real quick. Actually, I'm gonna hide the moving the Bollinger Bands. Where it started the stream, we were going to here. Now we did manage to move higher still. So again, I'll adjust real quick. As you can tell, right from here, right, this on the other side, 68.08. This 67.12. So slightly lower still, right? You're going higher, but you're going lower, creating strong bearish divergence, right? This is still daily, still developing. We're starting to run today. Very nice increase, 5% today. So everything's looking really good. But the daily, this could be a problem if we stay here, right? Because also on the MACD, right, from here to here, we're going higher, but we're going lower on that positive momentum. So creating that strong bearish divergence. Again, an impulse up would potentially see a pullback. I'm not sure when we're going to get it yet, right? We didn't quite consolidate here. That's why I was hesitant to call a flag. I did say it was starting to look like a down sloping consolidation. This was red when we were doing the stream. We said down sloping usually means bullish. We might pump to the upside. But again, we didn't quite get that time to consolidate. We just started to run again. And that's good. I'm really waiting to see what's going to happen here. We're still making positive momentum, still going higher on that RSI. Getting to 82, man. We haven't been that high since January, man. So again, almost since January the 6th, I guess. So that's good, man. We'll see how it goes from here. Right? This was 84 right at its height, and this is 82. So let's see how this keeps on running. We're hitting really overbought territory. So this might get exhausted and we crash down, right? That's also a possibility. Be careful with this stuff, guys. Again, trade safe. Like I said, this is Cetro Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. Guys, Fatty, no problem, man. It was a pleasure doing that small bit of technical analysis for you and letting you know what I believe might happen. Just keep on watching for this. And again, I'll probably wait until 8,700 to get ready. And then above 8,800, I might open a position. I'm still yet to determine whether or not I'm going to open a position. We'll see, man. We'll see. Guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Again, thank you for watching. This is Cetro Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. Like always, a pleasure being here. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of the Cetro Crypto. I'll go for tonight. Good luck with your trading, and hopefully that we're still again on that bull run. So, awesome, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.